Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. And welcome back to my channel. I literally just did a video of the Deacon Walk, hashtag Deacon Walk 2023. I actually wound up cutting it short because I'm like, the sky just turned super black and I'm leaving. I'm going back inside because I was outside. And then literally within minutes, it's now pouring down rain and it looks like it's midnight outside. I feel like I should be looking out for a tornado siren at some point because we do have lots of tornado sirens going off in the Midwest here this time of year. But I think we're going to be okay. It's just a heavy duty rainstorm. We had that this morning. It's just funny because it rained all morning. By the time I got off work at 5, it was almost 100 degrees and it had looked like it had not been doing anything all day. And then within an hour of me being home from work, it was black and almost rainy again. It's not supposed to start till 9:30, 10 o'clock, and it is 8:11. So, yeah, it's literally within the last little bit, it started raining its butt off. So I cut that video off just in time. But since it is May 31st, the mail is ran. I'm not getting more mail today. No more decks coming. I thought I would go ahead and do the decks I got in May. I cannot believe tomorrow is June 1st. That is insane. I feel like we just had like March Madness. It's crazy. It just doesn't feel like June. Even though all the kiddos are out and there's more of them running the streets, from school. It's just weird. So this month I got 8 decks. A couple I did not honestly think I would get in May, and I got in the last couple days. So kind of cool because I got everything I purchased. I got. So, and a few of them was on sale. So really didn't do too bad of a month. I did, however, just back today. Actually, I take that back. I did back a Kickstarter deck today that came out today. Was the final day for it, which was the Victorian Fairy Tarot. I wanted that deck since forever, and it's been out of print since forever. So I'm like, I have to get this deck. So that's the only one I probably won't get till October or something like that. But while I got you, we got 8 other decks here. I did get this month, and we're gonna start off with the cheapest. So this came in this purple. Beautiful purple velvet bag. And then it's got this beautiful, and it shocked me how quality this is. I paid $8 for this. It does look like it's normally 20 something. And after it was on a sale for $8. After that, it went to 15. And I think it's still showing, I think now it's showing 19 something, but it's totally worth it. It's got all these spreads here you can do, layout, and then the pocket here. Gorgeous deck. And then it's got this beautiful bling purple gilding. And yes, it's not the greatest quality of the gilding, but the cards are the beautiful shimmy cardstock I like. That's almost like independent. Like my Journey of the Sacred Bee or my Super Linares. It's got that quality cardstock. And I'm like, I paid $9 for this. It's called Tarot Card How To for Beginners. And it's actually the reason I got it. It's different coloration than what we normally see in the RWS, but it also has all the deacons on here too. So it tells you what deacon is. It's got all the symbols for it. For that's Taurus. I know that because I'm following the Deacon Walk. That's awesome. I'm just excited some stuff sticking from the Deacon Walk. But, and I don't know why these are upside down. The coloration is different, and I'm really digging the different coloration, the slightly off different things than what you normally see in the traditional RWS deck. I'm really digging it. Of the decks I got, and I love the font here for the majors. Of the cheapo decks I got for the Deacon Walk, that are RWS, I think I've got 2 or 3 now. This is my favorite. I've been using it here lately. The other one I really like, it's just the cardstock is so thick. It's ridiculous. But this is the, yeah, I paid $8 for this deck. I can't believe that. But it's beautiful. Beautiful. totally unique to me, and this is the one I just did, the Nine of Swords, because it's on Gemini too. The coloring is beautiful, the cards are beautiful. If you want RWS but you don't, this is a good adjacent card deck. And it's got keywords for reverse, upright. It's got a little book with it, a little pamphlet with some spreads. I mean, it's awesome. And it comes in this gorgeous velvet bag with the silk lining on the inside. Stunning, stunning deck. Stunning. Okay, enough of that one. So the next one is the This Might Hurt Tarot deck by Liminal 11. Right there. I've wanted this deck for a long time. It's never really been on my wish list. Because it was an indie version and now it's mass market. I've seen millions of people with this deck. It's always one I wanted. I just never put on my list as an indie deck. And then when it came out mass market, I'm like, ooh, I'm going to get this. I'm probably the only person in the world that's going to say this, but I hate the cardstock. Hate it. To the point, I probably will get rid of this deck. And as you know, I don't really get rid of decks. It's awful to me. It's shiny. The cardstock is super thick. I can barely get my hands around here to whistle shuffle. I have a few Liminal 11 decks. I love all the cardstock. Why they decided to go with this glossy madness they feel like plastic is beyond me. Because it would have been great with like the cardstock from the oh my god, it's one of my favorite decks. New Chapter Tarot. I love the cardstock on that. This is awful to me. And I know a lot of people have gotten this deck and a lot of people love this cardstock. I hate it. And it's hindering me from working with this deck. And that's not something I usually say because I normally can get past cardstock. I don't know that I can get past this one. I really want to work with this deck. I really want to use it. I really want to get into it. But I just, and maybe it's just because I have so many other Liminal 11 decks and I'm like, why did you go glossy on this one? I mean, I don't think any of the other Liminal 11 decks have that gloss or plasticky feel. They feel like plastic. I hate it. Just saying. But I do love the images. I love I love the deck itself. I don't see myself working with this deck because of that cardstock. It hurts my hands. And I have very few decks that I say that about. And this is actually went to number 1 probably on my list of hated cardstocks. That's how bad I hate it. Anyway, I still love the deck. I love the art. Yeah. If they come up with a mass market version of that that's not plastic, that'd be great. Okay, on to deck 3. There's only 2 decks. Oh my god. A new one that I have fallen madly in love with that I did not think I would like. I wanted to get just out of curiosity. The Rosebud Tarot. This is the new mass market version of the Rosebud Tarot by Wiser Books. I saw that it wasn't coming out on Amazon till like June 6th or something. And I'm like, huh. So I contacted Wiser Books. They had it available. So I bought it from them instead of waiting on Amazon. And then I find out people are getting it from Amazon. I love this pink inside here. And then it says, question what you think you know. Love it. I've already done a ton of readings for other people with this, which I don't normally do. The book, even though it's little blurbs, love it. I did edge it in pink. I have this light pink that went out. So I have this darker pink. But it still matches. They both matched. Beautiful. It's a unique cardstock. See, if my Liminal 11 deck was this, I would be fine. And this is not the greatest cardstock either, but it's not that laminate plasticky feel. Look at this. Look at this Justice card. I mean, come on. I realized as I was edging this, every card in this deck has some kind of pink in it. And, I mean, we say that's the Rosebud Tarot, but still. Like, It's crazy. But I've done quite a few readings for a couple relatives with this deck, and I was like, wait a minute. So freaking accurate. This is the only deck I have that's like this style art. And I freaking love it. I didn't think I would. It has yielded some amazing readings. Yeah, because it's Wiser Books, the cardstock isn't the greatest. I mean, it's smaller. I think it's shorter, but fatter than a normal tarot size. But I can still ruffle shuffle it. I can still shuffle it and it not be crazy. They do bend, but they bend back too. So, all in all, this deck surprised me. I got it literally just because I was curious to why I was attracted to it. And it is a total, like, reading anything anybody wants to know about their life. This is a great deck for that. And I don't really have a lot of decks that I say that about for reading for other people for just everyday things. Amazing for that. We have, was that deck 4? No, that was deck 3. Next we have, and I just bought this, the Universal Fantasy Tarot. I bought this on, it's a Low Scarecrow Tarot deck. I bought this on the Llewellyn's site because they had a sale going. I think I paid 16 bucks for it. Beautiful backs. Never really paid attention to this deck before. It is stunning. I mean, my camera don't do it justice, but this deck is gorgeous. And you literally fall into this other world, this other realm, this other, look at that animal. Like his head, that's his head. And then you got this little dude down in the corner, like how tiny he is compared to this humongous thing. And I feel like this is a world of giants. And then we got, look, Pegasus. All of them are Pegasus. And they're purple and blue and pink. And I'm just like, I love it. It reminds me of, look at her headdress. Like that whole thing is on her head. How is she even standing upright with that thing on her head? Freaking beautiful. The artwork is stunning. It makes me think of, John Carter, the movie John Carter. That's what this deck reminds me of. Or Star Wars. Like, look at the fish. Come on. Huge. Love this Temperance card. Probably my favorite card in here. Gorgeous. This deck is beautiful. Look at that. Look at all the floating cities. I mean, it's beautiful. 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 I was shocked at how beautiful. I'm like, oh, this is cool and interesting. And then I get it in the mail and I'm like, oh, it's gorgeous. And I love pretty. So that was a Universal Tarot. It's like 23, 24 bucks on Amazon or Llewellyn. But I got it when they were having their sale. It was 16 bucks. While we're on the subject, I also got, and I stuck it in this pouch just for a little bit ago. It is the Green Witch Tarot. I edged it in this emerald green. I was trying to get this color, and I thought that's what I ordered, but apparently not. And then once I edged one, I'm like, well, I have to edge them all now. This is the famous Llewellyn cardstock, that nobody likes but me, apparently, because I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Love their cardstock. Because it shuffles well. And it doesn't hurt my hands. And it's flexible. And I got this because, look at that dragonfly. I got this because another deck I'm going to show you, I'm like, well, I got it. I need to get this one now. And a lot of people get this. And look at the little spider there. That's the reason I got this and the other deck. Because it's just little animals in there. And you're just like, oh, there's a little bird or there's a freaking lizard on the tree while she's sitting there minding her own business. Like, it's so cute. I've looked this deck over. There's a animal or insect bird in every card. Except one. And I forgot, look at the little tortoise here. In the plants. Like, it's stunning. It's a stunning, stunning, stunning deck. And I got this, it was 20 bucks on Llewellyn. It's normally like $35. But I'm like, I can't, look at that Empress, just stunning. Yeah. And of course, we got the snake on the bottom. The world. If they didn't have that snake in this deck, it would be a perfect deck. I love it. That is the Green Witch Tarot. And I got it because of the next deck I'm going to show you that I edged in this like army green to match the fronts. This is actually a linen cardstock, which I hate linen cardstock because they slide, but this one doesn't. There's some kind of protectant over this deck that makes it non-slidey. And I freaking love it. Love it. And I love the green that came out perfect. This light green to go with that. Beautiful. This is the Tarot of the Witch's Garden. Freaking beautiful. I'm in love with it. I have worked with it for the last few weeks because I got it at the beginning of May. Freaking stunning. Gorgeous deck. I absolutely adore this deck. And because I got this, I'm like, well, there's nothing keeping you from getting the Green Witch Tarot now. And then I got the Green Witch and I'm like, they have very similar vibes, yes. A lot of people are like, oh, this is just a different version of the Green Witch Tarot. I don't feel that way. I feel like this is more playful and look and beautiful. I mean, they're both beautiful decks. This one is a younger feel to it. A more playful feel to it. Now, this card here, very serious to me. I've talked about that in a couple different groups. This card was a card that was on the tarot calendar, which is what prompted me to realize this deck was in existence and coming out. And I'm like, I'm going to get it. I don't know why they're all mixed around. That's crazy. And then we got stuff like this with the little fairies here helping. Just, it's freaking stunning. And there's the cards I just talked about. Oh, look at that, lovers. Come on. It's a stunning. I'm gonna have to fix that. That's driving me nuts. Stunning deck. Love this Queen of Pentacles. Stunning deck. But because of that deck, I decided I needed to get the Green Witch Tarot. And so here we have the Cardamomster Poker deck. This is the Clarity version. I will be getting the Shadow version. Just got this yesterday. I used it today. Actually figured out a spread for this deck and another deck. They paired quite well together. I actually used the Green Witch Tarot, this deck, and the next deck I'm going to show you in tandem with each other in a spread, and they all came out matching each other. I'm like, what? So I was very shocked, but I adore this deck already. Got it yesterday. I'm in love. Beautiful reader. And it's actually a playing card that's designed to read. And then the last deck I have is the Stretch Tarot by J.E. Stretch. This deck, it comes in a 2-part box. This version, because it's a special edition on Make Playing cards. And I did want to point out, it was established in 2016. This version is 2022, so last year. It is a linen cardstock, which I'm alright. It does slide everywhere because linen cardstock slides. And I don't know why everybody loves it so much. Love it though. I mean, I love this deck no matter what. It's my number 4 favorite deck ever. Now that I have a more bendy version of the deck, because the other one doesn't bend at all, I can kind of retire that one. And then this one actually has extra cards in it too. So this, the more the merrier for the Stretch Tarot, I'd say. It's got an extra Wheel of Fortune. It's got the second Magician like the original does. And then there's also a two of Swords. So I find that fascinating. I love it. It's beautiful deck. I love it so hard. This is my number. Why are some cards turned around? Yeah, and see how it slides here. I just wanted to stay put. It's beautiful. The keywords are beautiful in it. Yeah. If you don't have this, there's the second Two of Swords. If you don't have this deck, I don't know what to tell you. I know it's not everybody's aesthetic, but it certainly floats my boat. And I love that there's a second, a more flexible version of this deck, even though it is linen cardstock. But that is all my decks that I got in the month of drum roll, please. May. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good day. Bye.